This is HTML lesson number 70. Can you achieve superscript and subscript by using CSS, otherwise known as cascading style sheets? Well, of course you can, and I'm going to show you how to do that. Alright, let's start this way. Does this give you a clue as to what we're going to do? Well, of course it will. Alrighty. Oops. I really need to be up here. Oops. Okay. Now we're going to have two ID selectors, and you're going to see why in a little bit. First one is do not forget your braces. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and show you this. Now this is our first ID selector. We're going to have a second one, and there is going to be absolutely no difference between the first one and the second one except for one word. And I'll show you that in just a second. Okay, now let's take a look at my subscript. The only word that changed is that we changed this from super to sub, right down here. That was the only change. Okay. Now then, if we're going to have head tags, we're obviously going to have body tags. We're going to have paragraph tags. Let's see. We're going to have span tags, and we're going to have an ID on both of them. The ID on the one is going to be different than the ID on the other, and you'll see why in just a minute. Now then, I'm going to show you this in just a second. So you can see this. Let's put the camera up just a little bit so you can see it. As you can see, we have the opening paragraph tag. We've put an X right here, and span ID is going to be equal to my superscript. We have a number 2 in between the opening and closing span tags. And then over here we have no break space, no break space, and then the letter H. Okay, and you'll see why in just a second. Then we have span ID equaling my subscript. Then we have the number 2, and the number 2 is between the opening and closing span tags. And then we have the letter O followed by the paragraph tag. Okay? And I know you're saying, well, why do we have all this? It's kind of screwy to me. Well, for the moment, yes it is. But it's not going to be for long. Now, we're going to save this as vertical underscore align. Okay? .html. Alright. And now we're going to open all this up. We're going to go to My Documents. We're going to go to HTML Student. And we're going to go to Vertical Align. Okay, why is it not showing? Okay. 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 Alright, we're going to double click Vertical Align. And give us just a second here. Ah, there we go. That looks kind of funky, don't you think? Okay, let's do some fixing on this. Ah, that's why. Okay. Well, we can fix that. Let's have a class selector. Okay, we're going to have a class selector. And it's going to be... we don't even have to have... Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Wow. Let's try this again. Let's just have a paragraph ID and call it my paragraph. And then we will have the opening brace. Do not forget your opening and closing braces. And then we're going to have... Okay. Since we only have one paragraph tag, let's do it this way. Now look what we did. We added an ID here. It says my paragraph. And there you go. Now, I'm going to go ahead and save all of this. And now, we're going to hit this little curly Q with the arrow. I think this looks a lot better, don't you think? See, what we did was we doubled the size of the letters and left the number 2s at half the size, and now it looks a little more like what it's supposed to. So now you have your X square and you have your H2O. And that's how we get superscript and subscript on our web pages without having to use HTML tags. There you go. Alright. I will tell you more in a future video, so I want you to stay tuned.